Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on when you are watching this particular stream. Thank you for joining me for yet another amazing time together. Okay, thank you for joining me. I appreciate your presence, and we're going to have value today. Okay, so what I'm going to be talking about is 9 hot Facebook group engagement ideas to drive traffic and get more sales. Okay, 9 hot Facebook group engagement ideas to drive traffic and get more sales. That is what we'll be talking about today. Okay. Yeah. Thank you for joining me. You know the drill. As you come in, just introduce yourself. Tell me your name and where you're watching from. Okay. I'd like to know you. Okay. So today we are talking about 9 hot Facebook group engagement ideas to drive traffic and get more sales. Okay, so now the question would be, why Facebook group? Okay, why do I need to have a Facebook group? That would be the question. Okay, so I'm going to give you some reasons why you need to have a Facebook group. Number one is this: it will help you build a community around your interest, your business, or your cause. Okay, now, I always say this, that if you don't have a community around your business, then it will be very easy for your competition to take your customers. All right. If you don't have a community around your business, there is no loyalty. Like, why should they be loyal when there is no community around your business? Having a community around your business, whether it is your brick and mortar business or network marketing business or your side hustle, is one surefire way to ensure that it is difficult for your competition to poach your customers. Because what will happen is this: before your customers will think of leaving, they would consider, alienating from your community. They will consider the bond they've created already. They will consider the friendship that they have already in your community. So they consider all of those things. So it becomes more difficult for them to jump ship and go with a competitor. All right. So it will help you build a community around your interest, business, or cause. Okay. That is the first reason why you need a Facebook group around your business, around your interest, or around a cause that you support. Okay. Please, if you are just joining, I'd like to know you. Type your name in the comment and where you're watching from. And also, I also want to be sure that you can hear me, that I'm very loud and clear. Okay, so confirm to me in the comment if you can hear me loud and clear, and also tell me your name and where you are watching this particular training from. Okay, so thank you. Remember, we are still looking. Our topic is 9 hot Facebook group engagement ideas to drive traffic and get more sales. All right. So I've given. So I'm talking about why Facebook group. Why must you even have a Facebook group? So the first one is, it will help you build a community around your interest, business, of course. Number two, it will help build brand loyalty as members start forging meaningful relationships. Exactly. So I mentioned that already. It helps you to build brand loyalty as members start forging meaningful relationships. So it means that your product or service is no longer the only consideration for your customers. They're also considering the relationships that they've had, right, with other members of the community. Very, very important. So it is not just about the product or the service. So now there's something else they need to worry about. In this case, they need to worry about the friendship, the bond that they've had with members of the community. So those are the things that will make it more difficult for them to want to say, okay, I'm no longer doing business with you. I want to start doing business with someone else. All right. So you need to have a community around your business, your interest, of course, to ensure that it is difficult for anybody to jump ship. Okay, so I have Oba Florence, watching from Jaws, loud and clear. Thanks, dear. Thanks. I appreciate you, Florence. It's so amazing to see you here tonight. All right. Thanks. I appreciate you. And I hope you get value tonight, anyways. Okay. All right. I have Isaac Briggs. He says, just joining from where? From Port Harcourt. I know Isaac Briggs from Port Harcourt, and the audio is loud and clear. Okay. Awesome. 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 All right. So we are looking at one Facebook group. The topic is 9 hot Facebook group engagement ideas to drive business and get more sales. Okay. So we're looking at why do you even need a Facebook group? Now, this thing will work irrespective of what you're selling or irrespective of the business you're into. It will work. All right. People want to be part of something. People want to be part of something. That is why some people join associations, some people join all kinds of associations, religious association, social association, name it, alumni association. People join all of that because they want to be part of something. So when you are in a business and you provide a community that your target audience or your prospect can be part of, trust me, you're going to do very well because your customers will become so loyal to you, not necessarily because of the quality of your product and service. That is also important, but not necessarily because of that, but because of the meaningful relationship they're now beginning to forge with other members of that particular community. Okay, I hope you're understanding that. Okay, I have Christian Ekene from Ekiti. Wow, thanks, brother. You're a regular. Okay, say loud and clear. Awesome, awesome. Thanks. Isaac Big says watching from Port Harcourt, loud and clear. Okay, awesome. So the next reason why you should have a Facebook group is this. It will position you as a thought leader in your niche. Okay, it will position you as a thought leader in your niche, because what it means is that as someone who has a Facebook group for your business, your cause, or your interest, it means that you're going to be adding some sort of value for your prospect or audience in that particular Facebook group. So what that will do is that it will position you as a thought leader. It will position you as an expert. It will position you as someone who genuinely cares about their customers or about their prospect or about their audience. And what will happen is that it will increase your conversion rate. Whether you are selling hair or shoe or bag or provision, or you are rendering a service, or you are into network marketing, anything you are selling, there are a group of people who are your target audience. If you can look for a value that will resonate with them and build a community around that value, you are going to do well. All right, your conversion rate will be higher because they are not seeing you as a salesman or saleswoman. They're not seeing you as somebody who is only interested in their money. Right? For crying out loud, you are the admin, the founder of the group, and you have added value, and you are the reason why they are forging all the meaningful relationships they are forging, right? So it only makes sense that whenever it is time for you to pitch your business, that a good number of them will want to do business with you. Okay? All right. So the next reason you should have a Facebook group is that it will help you build a massive KLT factor. Now, what is KLT? Your know, like, and trust. I've always said it here that online, people buy from only people they know, like, and trust. Offline, it is possible for someone to buy from you without even knowing you, liking you, or trust you, right? Because it's offline. At the back of their mind, they feel like, well, if there's anything wrong with this product, at least I know your shop, I know your office, I can always come back. So that is why the KLT factor is not that much important in the offline business. And that is one of the reasons when people are transitioning from offline to online, they think the same way it works offline is the same way it works online, but it doesn't work the same way. Offline, people can buy from you without the KLT factor, but online, the KLT factor is a big deal. People want to buy from only people they know, like, and trust, because people don't want to make mistakes. People don't want to, spend money only to discover that your product or your service is not worth the while. All right. So they need time. They need time to be able to convince themselves that you are the real deal. Simple. So the marketing research done in the United States that says that On the average, customers or prospects would want to have minimum of 7 touch points with your brand before they decide to buy. In other words, prospects will want to see you, hear from you, an average of 7 times before they decide to buy from you. In other words, they need to see you again and again for the know, like, and trust factor to be built. For them to know you, for them to like you, for them to trust you because you have delivered value to them. I hope that is clear. Okay, so I have Victor Ofogba. I'm with you, right on, from Lagos. Awesome. Welcome, Victor. I appreciate you, brother. Then I have Mr. Joseph. So good evening, all. Glad to be here. Thank you, connecting from YouTube. Thank you, sir, for always being a regular. I really do appreciate you. Okay, all right. So no matter what you are doing, whether you are in the you own a business, you are a network marketer, or you have a side hustle, look for a value that makes sense, that will resonate with all of the people who are your target audience. Create that value and around a Facebook group and attract your audience to be members of that Facebook group. That way, your influence is going to skyrocket. All right, this thing works, guys. Okay, now why Facebook group? That's what I'm dealing on now, because we need to know why you must even have a Facebook group before we go into strategies to help you make the Facebook group engaging. Another reason why you need a Facebook group is this: other thought leaders will want to collaborate with you. All right, when you have a sizable Facebook group, you have a sizable community, other thought leaders or other joint venture partners or other companies will want to collaborate with you because you have a community. Okay, so in other words, opportunities will start opening up for you the moment you build your community to a sizable number. That is the way it works. Okay, everybody is looking to partner with people who already have community. Okay, so you are going to start attracting amazing opportunities once you have a Facebook group. All right, so that is what happens. That is what happens. And then the next reason why you need a Facebook group is this: people will take your recommendations seriously. All right, so you have a group where you add value to people, you teach people some things and all of that. When it is time for you to make a recommendation, whether it is recommendation of your product or service or recommendation of another product or service, they are going to take it seriously because they know you. They already know you. They like you. They trust you. Somehow they know that you cannot lead them wrongly, and even if there is a mistake, it's out of error. It's not going to be something you did deliberately. Do you understand that? That is very, very important. So it will help you to actually make money. So you can recommend your own product or service. You can recommend that person's product or service, and if you are a network marketer, that is even the best. Whenever you are promoting any company, the chances of people wanting to join your team will be higher because they want to create, a longer lasting relationship with you. Okay, I hope we are together. Awesome. And then finally, why Facebook group? If you are doing business in Nigeria, you definitely, in fact, you desperately need a Facebook group. All right, I'm going to tell you why. If your business is online and you are in Nigeria or Africa, you desperately need a Facebook group. All right. Now, I always teach that you need an email list, and an email list is very important. And I always say that if you are doing business online and you don't have an email list, you are taking a risk that may consume your business. That is the truth. You're taking a risk that may consume your business, because what it means is that you're building your collaterals on platforms you don't control, on platforms you don't own, platforms like Facebook, platforms like YouTube, platforms like Instagram, platforms like LinkedIn, like Twitter. You don't control those platforms. All right. So if you are building your following, your collaterals on those platforms, if anything happens, whether you're hacked or you mistakenly in error go contravene any of the terms and conditions, you can be restricted, you can be banned. your account can be suspended, and your business will grind to a halt. So for that reason, you need an email list, because an email list is the only collateral that you are actually, that is under your control. That is the only collateral that is 100% under your control. But if you're in Nigeria, there is something you need to know. Our email culture in this part of the world is horrible, right? Like it's terrible, very bad. A lot of people can go throughout a particular week without even checking their emails. That's the truth, right? I don't know why it's like that, but I guess it's because it's not a culture here. Most service providers in Nigeria or in Africa do not do not communicate with their clients or their customers via email. For instance, your PHCN or NEPA, as we used to know them, will not send you a bill via email. Your those kind of stuff. Your phone service or your internet service provider will not send you a bill via email, and all of those kind of stuff. So we are not used, to checking our emails regularly. Your school will not send you an email if you're a student. All of those kind of stuff. So our email culture is horrible. But that does not mean that building your email list is useless. Because think about it. It is better that you have an email list of people who check out their emails once a week. At least they check out once a week. So that means that when you have an important update, or in a situation where you were hacked or you were suspended, you can easily create another social account and send an email to your subscribers and say, hey, I had an issue with my account. Here is my new account. Or hey, this is a new product that is launching. Or hey, this is the new product I'm recommending. You have liberty to do that. Even if your subscribers will check their email once a week, it's still better than building your entire collateral on social media that you don't control, and you could lose everything and you have to start from scratch to build. All right. So for those of us in this part of the world, you need to have a Facebook group and either a Telegram group or WhatsApp group to complement the Facebook group, just because we have a very bad email culture. Now, why WhatsApp group and Telegram group? Because most of us check these platforms multiple times in a day. So if you want to quickly drive your audience somewhere, you want to drive your audience to a particular event, or you want to communicate a particular information to your audience, WhatsApp or Telegram group will be a faster way to do that than an email list. Do you understand? But of course, you also still understand that you don't own the collateral on WhatsApp, neither do you own the collateral on Telegram. All of those things are still collaterals that are not under your control, which is why you need an email list. I hope that is clear. So now you need to complement your email list with instant messaging platforms like Telegram, WhatsApp, so that if you are going live on your Facebook group, for instance, you can just send a message to your WhatsApp group or to your Telegram group and ask them to join you on live, or join you on Zoom, or join you anywhere, whether on YouTube or Instagram, wherever. Okay, so that is how you want to arrange your funnel. I hope I'm making sense. I hope I have not lost you. All right. Okay. Now, for your Facebook group to serve its purpose, it needs to be engaging. So it's not enough to just create a Facebook group, right? It needs to be engaging. Your members need to look forward to coming to your Facebook group. There has to be something bringing them back, right? Okay. And if you try to create a Facebook group yourself, you probably will know by now that it's difficult to make it engaging. In fact, it's difficult to grow the number. It's even more difficult to make it engaging. All right. So that is why we are here tonight, to see how we can both grow our Facebook group and also make it engaging. All right. So for your Facebook group to be engaging, there are 3 things you need to keep in mind. Number 1, members must find it valuable and look forward to engaging. All right. Members must find it valuable and look forward to engaging. So I have Justin Wadike says making sense. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, brother, for the kind words. I appreciate you. Okay. Members must find your Facebook group valuable and look forward to engaging. Number 2, members must feel like they are part of your tribe, right? They must feel like they are important. They must feel like they are part of your community. You must make your members feel that way. That is one surefire way to building your Facebook group. Okay, they must feel like they are part of your tribe. Their voice must matter. Feedback must matter. You must make them understand that they are important. That is very, very key. Then thirdly, members must be proud to invite their circle of influence to your group. All right. So if your members are not proud to invite their friends to your group, then something is wrong. Okay. So your group must be such that members will be proud to invite their circle of influence there. All right. That is very, very important. Please, if you're just joining us, let me know your name and where you're actually watching from. So that I can put a spotlight on you and appreciate you. Okay. Let me have your name and where you're watching from if you're just joining us. Okay. You're welcome, by the way. Okay. So having said that, we are about to get into the meat of today's training, which is 9 Facebook group engagement ideas. All right. 9 Facebook group engagement ideas. 9 Facebook group engagement ideas. I'm going to give you 9 ideas that you can implement and ensure that your Facebook group is actually engaging. All right. I'm believing that you have a writing material or a notepad with you to take notes, because truth is you are going to forget if you don't write down. It's a saying that the faintest pen is better than the sharpest pen. Okay, so I hope you have your pen with you. Okay. He said Adebola from Lagos. Adebola, welcome, welcome, welcome. Justin Wadike is connected from Imo State. Imo State. Thank you, Justin, for connecting. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. I have Ebere Ngu from Lagos, right? Yeah, Ebere from Lagos. Thanks, Ebere. You're a regular. Thank you for joining. And I have Abimbola Amudeli watching from Ondo State. Awesome. Welcome, Abimbola. So good to have you. Okay. I have Martins Chris from Onitsha. I'm happy to be in the program. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, brother. You're a regular also. How is Onitsha today? Thank you for joining. I appreciate. All right. So keep it coming, guys. Your name and where you're watching from, I'd like to know. Keep it coming. All right. So 9 hot Facebook group engagement ideas for you. Okay. Like I said, I hope you have the writing material to take notes. Right. Number one. It must be a private or closed group. One mistake I see people do is that they create a group and they make it public. Well, if your group is about a cause, right, not really about a business, then it's okay if it is public. But if your group is about a business, right, it needs to be private. The reason is this. It gives your members a feeling of exclusivity, right? It gives your members a feeling of exclusivity. It makes them know that your group is not for everybody. It also gives them confidence that your group will be managed and monitored and will not be a spam house. All right. So as much as possible, your group has to be private or closed. All right. Say great information. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So your group has to be private. That's very, very important. Okay. If your group is about the business, right, then set it up as a private group so that people come in, they request to join, and you can accept or decline their request. You can approve or decline or reject their request. It's very, very important you do so. Okay. All right. Number two, I'm giving you ideas now how to make your Facebook group engaging. Now, okay, let me say something on that first one on ensure your group is private. Now, another thing that happens is this: when your group is private, you you are more likely to attract a group of people that are united in purpose. All right? If it is public, people will join your group not because they are interested, but because they want to spam the group. Because not because they are interested in what the group is about, but because they are seeing your group as an avenue to spam and create awareness for whatever product or service they are selling. People join groups for that purpose. All right. So you don't want to have a public group. When you have a private group, you're going to more likely attract people who are interested in your business, who are interested in your course, who are interested in that particular the purpose for which you created that group. And that will make people to be more involved because everybody is interested. There is no spamming. There is no unnecessary or irrelevant content in the group. Okay, very, very important. Okay, it says, I have a comment. I said, you didn't welcome me. Yeah, because I don't know your name. It's showing Facebook user. That's why I say, before you join the live stream, if you look at the information, the detail of this live stream, there will always be a link. Click that link and give permission. You give permission to this app so that when you comment, I will see your. When you don't click on that link and give permission to the app, when you comment, I won't see your name. I will see Facebook user. So I don't know. Yeah, so that's why that's why I didn't call you. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, but so I'm looking at my mobile now. I see that your name is Stella Bassi. All right, Stella, you're welcome. You're a regular also. All right. I wonder why you didn't do that today. Okay, so try to do that next time. Okay. This is from Ayara Luxing. It says it makes members feel important. Yes, it makes them feel important. Correct. Okay. Komolafe, you are the one that said great information. Yeah. Komolafe Samson. Okay. Thank you guys. Keep the chats coming. All right. So keep the chat. As I'm talking, if anything I say makes sense to you, just type it. Okay. Just keep the chat coming. Let there be activity in the comment area. Okay. If I say anything that makes sense to you or anything that deserves an emphasis, just type it in the comment. All right. Let it just be coming like that. Okay. All right. So you guys are doing well so far, so good. Okay. So I hope that is clear. Now, the second reason is this. The second idea or strategy is this. Be clear about the people you want as members. All right? Be clear about the people you want as members. Now, the trap that many of us fall into is that we think the more the merrier. We think the more the better, but it's not true. In digital marketing, it's not always true. All right? It is better for you to have 1,000 interested people or committed people than 100,000 people who are not committed to your message. That is the truth. So it's not about the masses. It's about attracting people who are interested in what you are about. Even if that is 100 people or 500 people, then it's fine. All right. So it's not about the number. So don't focus on just vanity metrics. I have 20,000 people in my group. It doesn't mean anything. You can have 20,000 people who don't care a jack about your product, who don't care a jack about your message. It doesn't mean nothing. And that is why we have so many broke influencers today. They have hundreds and even millions of followers, but they can't make money off of them because they are not interested in whatever they have to say. Okay, so ensure you are clear about the people you want to attract in your group. Okay, so I have somebody here, Stephania from Lagos. Stephania, you're welcome. Thank you. You're welcome. Right. For instance, in the Marketing on Fire group, right, I make it very clear that I only want 3 sets of people in the group. Either you're a business owner, either you're a solopreneur, that means you have a side hustle. So that means you could be a sit-at-home mom, but you have a side hustle, or an employee, but you have a side hustle, or a student, but you have a side hustle, or a network marketer. So if you don't fall in any of these 3 categories, I don't need you in my group. I make that very clear. So everybody coming to the group understands that you need to either be a business owner or a network marketer. So be clear about the people you want to attract to your group. If you are not clear about it, people are just going to misroad and enter. And they are the ones who will most likely be spamming you. All right? So please ensure you are clear about the people you want to attract as your group members. Again, it's not about the quantity of the people in your group or the number of people in your group, is more about quality. Okay, quality over quantity. Keep that in mind. Number 3, shoot an introduction or welcome video and pin it to the top of the group. All right, this is very, very important. In fact, I can tell you that in my own group, Marketing on Fire, this is the second most important reason why that group is active. All right, the introduction video is the second most important reason why the group is active. So it's important you do that. Shoot a video of yourself. It must not be anything professional. You could just hold your phone in a selfie style and just do a video of yourself, an introduction video or a welcome video. I'm going to give you 6 things that you should say in your video, or 6 things that your video should comprise of, or 6 things you should address in your videos. It could be more, but these 6 things must be in your videos. Very, very important. Okay, these 6 things must be there. Amarachi, so good to see you, dear. So good, so good, so good. It's a great evening, boss. You're welcome. You're welcome. So good to see you. All right. Are you getting value already? Are you getting value already? Let me know. Are you getting value already? All right. So 6 things that you should have in your introductory video or your welcome video on your Facebook group. Number 1, introduce yourself. Who are you? All right. Tell your members or your would-be members who you are. All right. Introduce yourself. Okay. That's very important you do that. Number 2, ask members to introduce themselves as they join the group. Okay. Remember I said that my welcome video is the second most important reason why my group is engaging and interactive, because I have a welcome video which is pinned to the top, and I introduce myself and I encourage my members to do the same, to introduce themselves. And that is why most people, when they join the group, they go ahead to introduce themselves. Right? They go ahead to introduce themselves. So if you did not introduce yourself, then there will be no motivation for them to introduce themselves. Okay. All right. Lucky says, let me see. Ayara Loxin says, getting value. Okay, I'm happy to hear that. Stella Bassi says, value. Awesome. Justin Wadike says, yeah, valuable. Awesome. Isaac Brick says, yes, sir, great value. Okay, I'm happy to hear that. Okay, keep the comments coming. Okay, as you learn anything, as anything makes sense to you, just type it on the comments. Okay, keep it coming. All right. So encourage them to introduce themselves. Okay, as they join the group. That is the second thing that your welcome video must address. Number 3, emphasize your rules. Okay, emphasize your rules. Rules like no spamming, no self-promotion, no irrelevant content, no abuse. All of those kind of things, you need to emphasize it and tell them that if they go contrary to these rules, they will get the hammer. Either you will remove them, or you will mute them, or you will put them on pre-approval. Okay, so you need to do all of that. You need to emphasize on your video so that they know if some of them are harboring the idea of spamming your group, they will know that they will get booted out of your community if they do that. And once you tell them what your group rules are, ensure you enforce it. If somebody goes wild of those rules, ensure. For instance, in my group, the moment you spam the group, you get a hammer. The moment you spam the group, you cannot, in fact, you will not find one person who spams me 2 times. I won't even give you that opportunity. Because the moment you spam the group, I will just mute you. You will not be able to write on the group again. When you try to write, you just discover that you cannot write. All right? That is because you have not shown yourself to be responsible. So when you come into my group, and rather than see the group for what it is, as a community where business owners, entrepreneurs, and network marketers learn how to drive traffic and increase sales. So anybody joining the Marketing on Fire community should be joining because they want to learn how to drive traffic and increase sales in their business. Not that you want to use the group as your hub for spam. If you try that, you will not try it again. All right? So emphasize your group rule and ensure you enforce it to the letter. Very, very important. Okay? I hope we are following. I hope I have not lost you. Okay? Okay, so I have Martin say, yes, it's informative. Okay? Thank you, brother. And then I have Adebola. Adebola says, yes, great value. Thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right? So, how many have I given you now? I'm giving you three things that must be captured in your welcome video. The first thing that must be captured is state your Telegram or WhatsApp link. Remember, I told you earlier on that because we have such a horrible email culture in Nigeria and in Africa as a whole, you do not want to rely on only your email list alone. You need to also have a WhatsApp list, a WhatsApp group, or a Telegram group to support whatever you're doing in your business. All right. So by all means, ensure that the Telegram group is a channel. In other words, people should not be able to post into the Telegram group. It should just be for notification, for giving update. Because if you leave that group open, trust me, people are going to spam the heck out of it. And once people start spamming your group excessively, people are going to start leaving. All right? People are going to start leaving because there's just too much of irrelevant content. So ensure that your Telegram is a channel. Nobody can post in it. Only admin can post in it. Your WhatsApp group also, yes, you can adjust your settings to ensure that only admin can post on your WhatsApp group, right? Yeah, so that people do not see the WhatsApp group as an opportunity to spam. In fact, I have an interesting experience. I had a couple of WhatsApp groups. So I have like 3, right? So once the first one gets filled, I open another one. And then the second one gets filled, I open another one. Now, what I noticed that most people will join. The moment they see that it is a closed WhatsApp group, they leave. What does that tell you? It means that they were not coming in the first place to learn digital marketing. They were coming to spam the group with their own program and service or product. Right? That was their intention for joining. That they were not joining that they want to come and hear what you're saying or they want to get information or update from you. That was not why they're joining. They are joining so that they can spam the group. Even if you remove them, you cannot delete their post. It will just be there, and they believe that if it is there, there's no how 1 or 2 persons will not click and come and join them. All right? So what you need to do is lock up your WhatsApp group, so that it's only admin who can post in that group. Anybody who wants to leave should leave, right? Anybody who wants to leave should leave. Those are not the people you want in that group. Those who genuinely want to hear from you will remain in that group, okay? So don't, because of few people who will not even buy from you, who will leave, you now decide to leave it open, and then because of too much spam, the people who are genuinely interested will not be leaving your group because your group is just free for all. All right, so please don't fall into that that trap. Okay, I hope you are getting value. I hope you are getting value. Okay, the fifth thing that should be in your welcome video is this: state what members are to expect from the group. Okay, state what members are to expect from the group. It's very, very important that you do that. State what they are to expect from the group. What are their expectations? What are the value you're going to give them? Why should they keep coming back to your group? What should they look forward to? Why should they invite their friends to your group? Make all of that known in your welcome video. That is what will make them to look forward to your content, to look forward to engaging, look forward to remaining an active member of that group. Okay, are we together? And then finally, the last thing that should be in your welcome video is this: state that members who flout your group rules will be muted, removed, or post approval activated for them. State that, so that when they flout your group rules and you place the hammer on them, they are not going to accuse you for being high-handed. Okay, so once anybody spams your group, please mute them or remove them or activate post approval. What does post approval mean? Post approval means that if you activate them on post approval, any other time they try to post on the group, it will not post. It will come to you as an admin to proofread it first and then decide to accept or reject. If it is good enough, you can accept. If they are spamming you again, you can reject. All right. So it's your task to decide what you want to do. Do you want to mute them? Muting them means that they will not even be able to post anything, whether good or bad. They won't be able to post. Removing them means you are putting them out of your group. And then activating post approval means they will be able to post, just that the post will not go public. It will come to you first for your approval or denial before whatever happens. All right. So tell them that will happen if they spam your group. What will happen if you do this is that to reduce the number of spam or spam messages that you have, because they already know that you forewarned them that if they do it, they will be hammered. All right. But if you don't tell them, they will do it hoping you will not even say anything about it. Okay. So what it means that you'll be having a whole lot of spam content to deal with, to remove. Okay. So one way to be proactive about it is to pre-warn them or forewarn them that they shouldn't do it. Okay. So that the things that should be in your welcome video. So that's the third strategy in building a Facebook group that will be engaging. The first one I said it must be a private or closed group, right? Because it gives your people a feeling of exclusivity. The second idea is be clear about the people you want as a member. Your group is not for all Dick and Harry. It's for only people who are interested in what you have to say or in what you are interested in. Number 3, shoot a welcome video and pin it to the top so that every new member is seeing that particular video. That is the first thing every new member will see. Okay, that will set the tone for everything that will happen in your group. It's very, very important you have a welcome video. All right, and I said that is the second most important factor that is leading to the kind of engagement I'm having in my group, my welcome video. Okay, that is the second. Very soon you're going to know the first and the most important thing or strategy that is helping my group to be engaging the way it is. Okay, so now number 4, brand the group to you. All right, so brand the group to you. You must be the face of your group. People are tired of following logos, right? People are tired of following corporates. People want to follow people. No longer logos, no longer corporates, no longer structures. People want to follow people, all right? So be the face of your group. Your group members must know you as the founder of that group. And everything on that group has to revolve around you. The Facebook group should be all about your personal brand, okay? So your image has to be on the cover, on the Facebook cover of the group. So people should not come to your group and be wondering, okay, who owns this group? Who is the founder of this group? No, 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 no. The moment they come in, your cover photo should have your face, right? Your welcome video, you should be the one talking. So don't get somebody else, to come and be speaking, to come and do your welcome video for you. No, you do it yourself. Okay? It must not be professional. Don't worry, just be yourself. Just do it yourself. Very, very important. I hope you get that. Be the face of your group. Okay? Very, very important. And have the headshot of your image right on the cover photo on your group. Very, very important. All right? Number 5. I've given you 4 already. Number 5. Sift the people you allow into your group by setting one or two questions to confirm they are a fit. All right. If you're a member of the Marketing on Fire group, you would know that before you join the Marketing on Fire group, there are about 3 questions that you will be asked. Now, the essence of those 3 questions is to ensure that you are a fit for the group. Okay, you want to do that for your group also. So, maybe 1 or 2 questions just to be sure that the people coming in are people who are a good fit for your group. It's important to do that so that you don't begin to attract people who are not a good fit to your group. All right. I hope you're getting value. Okay, so it's very, very important to do that. And all of these things are easy. When you are setting up the group, Facebook will be prompting you to set up all of these things. So when you already know the things that you should have in your group, as Facebook keep prompting you to do those things, you just go ahead and do them. Okay, very, very important. So we are at number 6 right now. Okay, number 6, spotlight your members. Spotlight your members. Spotlight your members. What does spotlight your members mean? Spotlight your members means celebrating them. It means I don't know. It means just celebrating them in public, acknowledging them. Like when you send a comment, for instance, Amarachi says, "Great value, sir." I'm spotlighting Amarachi. Every time I mention your name, you feel good. You agree with me, right? Yeah, you feel good because I'm putting you on the spotlight. I'm mentioning your name and I'm reading loud your comment. I'm putting you on the spotlight. It means that I value and treasure your comment. What does that do? It makes you feel important. It makes you feel like a worthy member of the Marketing on Fire tribe. That is what it does. Okay, so you must look for different ways to put your members on the spotlight, to shine the light on them, to celebrate them, to acknowledge them, to make them know that you actually know they exist. All right, call them by their names. Okay, the fact that you even remember their name is a big deal. People love it. People love it when you call their name. It makes them feel good. People love to hear their name from other people's mouths. Okay, so you need to actually do that. All right. Let me see. Adebola, I think I've mentioned the comment. He says, yes, great value. Ayara Luxin says, I'm very much with you, sir. Awesome. Then Lizzie says, very true. Okay. Amarachi says, great value, sir. Amarachi says, yes, so the feeling is great. She just confirmed. It makes you feel good. Yeah. It makes you feel good. So you need to do that. Spotlight your members. Make them feel important, shine the light on them, celebrate them, mention their names. What it means is that you are motivating them to do more. That is what happens, okay? So you need to look for ways to do that. So in your Facebook group, you could tag them, all right? There's something called top commenters, top 10 commenters, top 20 commenters on Facebook group. Facebook will help you accumulate the people who are the ones commenting the most on your group, right? So you can just tag them and just appreciate them. The fact that you are tagging them means a lot. may not mean a lot to you tagging them, but to the people you are tagging, it means a lot to them, right? It means you're celebrating them. It means you're acknowledging them. It means that you value and treasure their effort in the group. So you need to do that from time to time, okay? Announce them, put them in a post, tag them, just look for, be creative, right? Just to put a spotlight on your people, okay? So I've mentioned 6 engagement ideas so far. So tell me in the comment, which of the 6 I've mentioned so far makes the most sense to you? Which of the 6 ideas I've mentioned so far makes the most sense to you? Remember, I mentioned that number 1, your Facebook group must be a private or closed group because it makes your members have a feeling of exclusivity. Number 2, be clear about the people you want as members of your group. Number 3, endeavor to shoot a welcome video. Number 4, brand the group to you. Be the face of the group. Number 5, sift the people you allow into your group by setting 1 or 2 questions to ensure that they are a good fit for your community. Number 6, spotlight your members. Okay, celebrate them, acknowledge them, tag them, call them by name. So, which of these 6 strategies so far makes the most sense to you? Which of these 6 strategies so far do you think you are going to implement immediately? Which one do you think will give you the best results? All right, let me know in the comment. I'm going to read them as usual. All right, so as I'm waiting for your comment, I'm just going to go ahead. All right, but keep the comments coming. I'm going to pause and read them at some point. Okay, so number 7, have team days. Okay, have team days. Have team days. Okay, in your group, it will also help. Have team days. Okay, Adebola says number 3. Number 3 is shoot a welcome video. Okay, that's good. Shoot a welcome video. Okay, now number 7, we have number 7, have team days. All right, so you can do to create a bit of flavor and engagement on your group. You can call certain days by name, and whatever you call that day will form the kind of activity that will go on in your group that particular day. All right, so you can do that. For instance, in the Marketing on Fire group, we have Motivation Monday, we have Team Up Tuesday, we have Self-Promotion Thursday, we have Gratitude Weekend. So these are things we came up with just to give some flavor and dynamism to what is happening in the group. Okay, so you can do that. But note, very, very important, note, so that you don't get discouraged. Note, when you are starting a group newly and you have just few members in your group, the team days might not really work because you will not have a lot of people participating in those team days. Okay, so you need to keep that at the back of your mind and decide one of 2 things. Do you want to run the team days notwithstanding? All right, even though you know that a lot of people might not engage because your membership is still low, or you want to create the team days and leave it until you have at least 1,000 people in your group, and then you can launch the team day. So it's left for you, whichever you want to do. All right, so let me read comments before I mention the number 8 and number 9, and then I take your questions and then we'll call it a day. Okay, okay, so I have Stella Bassi says number 1, which is it must be a private group. Okay, that is the one that makes the most sense to her. All right, Adebola says number 3, that is shoot a welcome video. Okay, Ekene says spotlight I enjoy most. Okay, that is the one, shine the spotlight on your members. Ekene says that is the one he enjoys most. Okay, that's good. Isaac Brick says welcome video and celebrating members. All right, let me see. Martin Chris says number 2 makes sense, which is be clear about the people you want as a member. All right, Amarachi says Welcome video, very important, and spotlight your members. All right, that's also very good. Okay, then Daniel King says all of them. Awesome, say all of them. Okay, I'm happy to hear that. I'm happy to hear that. All right, so let's go to number 8 and then number 9, and then I take your questions and then we'll call it a day. Number 8, host a regular Facebook Live in your group. You need to, in fact, I told you that welcome video is the second most important reason why I have the engagement in my Marketing on Fire group, right? The first reason, the most important strategy that gives me in fact, that gives me like 90% of the engagement on the group is my live videos, right? My live video, my live podcast. Even when the timing is not right for people to attend live, they will still go and rewatch it, all right, and comment, all right. So the live videos is like the fulcrum of everything you're going to be doing on your group, okay? So if you can, please go live, go live. It can be once a week, it can even be once in 2 weeks, right? It can be 2 times a week. Just choose a schedule that you can be consistent with. So it's not about doing it every day like me. Just choose a schedule that you can be consistent with. If you cannot do daily, no problem. Do weekly. If you cannot do weekly, no problem. Do once in 2 weeks. Just be consistent. Let your members know that you go live once a week, or 2 times a week, or 3 times a week, or once in 2 weeks. Let them just know about it. All right. Once they know and you are consistent with it, over time, your community will begin to grow. Over time, people will begin to get more and more consistent in their attendance of your live broadcast. Okay, very, very important. For me personally, this is my best strategy. All right, it is my best strategy. It's the reason why I have grown to over 1,600 members in just about 3 weeks. Okay, we are going to be we are almost 4 weeks. We are going to be exactly 4 weeks in 2 days, and we have grown to almost 1,600 members of business owners and network marketers, not people who just want to spam, not people who don't know their left from the right. 1,600 people who are interested in learning digital marketing. And it is a private group, not a public group. And I will personally approve your request. So you see that if it was a public group, I probably will have hundreds of thousands already. But they are mostly going to be people who will never be interested in what I do. So it's not important. So 1,600 committed members makes more sense to me than 100,000 people who will not be interested in whatever it is I have to say. I hope you understand that. Very, very important. Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay. Justin Mwadike says number 4. Number 4 is brand the group to you. Okay. Donatus says, to me, it's number 1. Okay. It must be a private group. Okay. That's good. Justin Mwadike says, running group by yourself. Running group by yourself. Okay. Well, I think you meant to say brand the group to you. Okay. Brand the group to you. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I just finished number 8, and then we are on the last one. Number 9, run a poll on the group. Run a poll on the group. A poll is like, let there be an election. Okay, bring out a particular topic, against another topic, and ask them questions. Which do you prefer? All right, just do a poll, random. Just do something. Now, what a poll does is it gives your members an opportunity to get heard. All right, it gives them an opportunity to get heard. And so when you're asking, should we do this or this, and you put it in a poll, what happens is everybody wants to have a say because they want their own opinion to carry the day. So because they want their own opinion to carry the day, guess what? They are going to want to engage with that particular poll. So a poll is another very smart way to drive engagement in your Facebook group. So ladies and gentlemen, Those are the 9 engagement strategies that will help you build your Facebook group and ensure that it's engaging and will help you make money in your business. All right. So number 1, it must be a private or closed group. Number 2, be clear about the people you want as members. Number 3, shoot a welcome video. And I mentioned 6 things that must be in that welcome video. If you didn't get it, watch the recording of this particular training. Is going to be made available right now on the Facebook group. And in case you're watching from any of my social platform and you're not a member of the Marketing on Fire Facebook group, then you want to go and join. Okay, just go to Facebook, type in Marketing on Fire, the group pop up, and then you join. Or you go to danewa.net/marketing on fire and join. Okay, the link is scrolling right on the screen. Join that group. In case you are wondering what is Marketing on Fire, it is a digital marketing community where business owners, solopreneurs, and network marketers learn how to drive traffic and increase sales. That is what Marketing on Fire is. So if you're a business owner or you have a side hustle or a network marketer, then you want to join the Marketing on Fire Facebook group, because I do digital marketing training every single day except on Wednesdays. All right, I do digital marketing training every single day except on Wednesdays. Okay, so you want to learn digital marketing, and we do this for free. Membership of the group is free. Our trainings are free. Okay, it's very, very important you know that. Okay, so as I was saying, number 4, brand the group to you. Number 5, sift the people you allow into the group by setting 1 or 2 questions that they must answer before you approve or reject them. Number 6, spotlight your members, celebrate them, acknowledge them. Number 7, have team days in your group. Number 8, post a regular Facebook Live on your group. And this is my most powerful strategy. Okay, and then finally, run a poll on the group. Okay, so how was the training today? Did you get value? Was it worth your time? Let me know in the comments. Was this training worth your time? Did you gain any value at all today? Let me know in the comments. All right, so engage with me in the comments for another 5 minutes, and then we can call it a day. How was the training? All right, how was the training? Was it worth your time? What strategy made the most sense to you or resonated the most with you? You know, just let me know. I always like to get feedbacks. All right, so if there's anything you'd like me to do for you, like coaching, you know what to do. Just send me an email. Okay, send me an email. You want me to coach you, send me an email, info@danewa.net. Of course, that is not free, that is paid. You have a business and you would want me to coach you how to create a funnel, how to drive traffic, how to nurture that traffic, how to convert, and all of that. You want me to do that for you? You want me to be your coach, your digital marketing coach, to help you grow your business or your network marketing business? Then send me an email, info@danewa.net, and I'll be glad to work with you. All right, so that is the email right there on the screen, info@danewa.net. All right, so let me take comments. Ekene says, plenty values. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate. Isaac Briggs says, the training is awesome. Remain blessed. Amen. You too, my brother. You too, my brother. I appreciate you. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here with me today. Always, 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 I appreciate. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll see you again on Thursday. All right. Remain blessed. And if there's any question at all you have, let me have it in the group, on the Facebook group. Just ask your question. I will always answer. All right. So good night and be blessed. Bye-bye.